Having lost the Johnstone's Paint Trophy final last weekend, Brentford failed to banish their post-Wembley hangover against Swindon. Jeffrey Schlupp, on loan from Leicester, wasting their best opportunity. Instead, it was the Robins in full voice with their first victory in over 3 months. And what a belter of a winner. Calvin Andrew, on loan from Crystal Palace, with a beauty 10 minutes from time. 5 points from safety. They still have plenty to do to avoid the drop, but Swindon have hope again.
Big wins, however, for three struggling sides: Plymouth, Dagenham, Redbridge, and particularly for Swindon.
First win in 19, I think it's the first win since early January. So Calvin Andrew, take a bow. Paul Hart's gone and got him from Crystal Palace where he was last season, and hopefully, they can now start getting some results, because it's been a long time coming.
And we also saw Marcus Stewart play his final game after 20 years. He's been a classy customer in his day, hasn't he?
An absolute class act.
Well, now to sport, and the League One battle for survival's developing into a classic soap opera.
Yes, the twists and turns continued at the weekend, and David Passmore is here to shed some light on this convoluted plot.
So, David, just when we thought Yeovil was safe, are they heading back into trouble again?
Well, absolutely right. The next two games that they play over the next 5 days will be absolutely crucial. Despite a defeat at the weekend, they're still just about OK for the time being. Now, John Abika did score a spectacular goal, but they lost at Hartlepool by 3-1. They can't afford too many more results like that, because with 6 games still to go, they're 5 points above the drop zone. Now, that's a little bit narrow. They really need to win tomorrow night. They're playing Notts County, who've lost 7 in a row, so you'd think it would be easy, but they've just appointed today a new manager called Martin Allen. You may remember him from Cheltenham days. He's known as Mad Dog for very good reason.
Right. And what about Bristol Rovers? Because that's very much touch and go.
Absolutely, it's the other way round, really. Just when you thought they were creeping to safety, they go and lose again at the weekend. This was a 2-goal defeat by Exeter. The manager offering no real excuses, saying they deserved to lose. As you say, this one is absolutely on a knife edge. They're 1 place and 1 point above the drop zone with 5 games to go. Not a great margin, especially when you consider they've got an appalling goal difference, and they're up against Southampton on Saturday, who are second in the table.
So, finally, Swindon, what are their chances of surviving?
Well, just when you thought they were dead and buried, they go and win at the weekend. So it's not going to be enough, I don't think. Just the 1 goal, but it was enough for Paul Hart's first win since he took over as manager. They, like most of the other teams, have 5 games still to go, but they're a large 5 points from safety. So really, although there'll be plenty more twists and turns along the way, not looking too good for Swindon. But as they say in all good TV dramas, to be continued.
Yeah, it's quite a soap opera, as you say, but Points West answer to Ken Barlow. David Passmore. Thank you for that.
First win for Paul Hart at Swindon, their first victory since early January.
Oh, they really needed this. Calvin Andrews, they've got on loan from Palace. Lovely strike, which got them the 3 points that they needed. Their first win in 19 games. I'll tell you what, they almost went and did it again.
Well, let's look at your predictions then. Yeovil, you say safe. Bristol Rovers, you say safe. Leroy, as a City man, you should be saying Bristol Rovers go down, no?
No, as a Bristol man, I should be saying Bristol Rovers are going to stay up. It's really important that they stay up. And,
Right.
I'm saying it because I really believe they're going to do it. Stuart Campbell has done a really good job. I was as sceptical as anyone when he took the job, but he's turned them around, shown a lot of passion, and the players have taken that out, and the supporters. Yeah, they've had a setback, but they've got themselves in a position where I didn't think they would be in a few weeks ago.
All right. What about Swindon and Plymouth, though?
Well, it's terrible for Swindon. Look how close they were to promotion last year. They were fantastic. And we know that Paul Hart's been in this situation last year with Palace. Everyone wrote them off, and last of the season, lo and behold, he pulled that out of the hat. So we're hoping that we're totally wrong in that regard when it comes to Swindon and Plymouth, but we think it's just going to be a little bit too late for them, don't we?
Yeah, it's going to be really difficult, but they've good result for Swindon, good result for Plymouth. Keep going and see where you end up.
Yeah.
You never know.
Swindon had the worst away record in the division, but their last away victory came in London when they beat Charlton. But in the first 10 minutes it was Brentford who came forward. Gary Alexander creating the chance for Jeffrey Schlupp. His effort just off target. At the other end, Calvin Andrew was ploughing a lone furrow. He went just wide with a shot before half-time. This was a match of few chances. Alessandro Ndiaye went close to Swindon too. And the moment which decided it came with 10 minutes left. Calvin Andrew picked it up on the edge of the area, produced an excellent shot, the first goal of his loan spell from Crystal Palace. Soon afterwards, he tried his luck once more, but this time he rattled the crossbar. No matter for Swindon, they'd achieved their first win in 19, but they remain 5 points from safety. Final score, Brentford 0, Swindon Town 1.